Oh, there we go. Nobody panic. I'm back. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. Um, this one, this one right here. Yeah, you stepped on my power strip and shut down everything by turning off the a little off switch with his paw. For what I wish I could say was the first time in the past 24 hours. But I am back. Streamer bot back up. Okay. Room. Stop being a dick. Uh, you just got back from a power outage? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You live somewhere where those are common, or just an annoying thing that happened? I just had a storm roll through. Ah, yeah, makes sense. Not sure why the power failed after the storm, but oh well. Yeah, it happens. Maybe a tree fell on the line after the storm passed or something. You never know. Okay, where was I? I was doing this. That does all the endgame stuff. Right. I think I was fucking with prop. Yes. Prop potion color. Right. And then... private sprite. Potion sprite. And then... private... particle system. Potion particles. Potion sprite dot. What? Potion sprite dot. What are you mad about? Oh, right. Render. I'm dumb. I'm in the habit of saving frequently. Yeah, so my stream also died, but it was not a power outage, it was a cat outage. One of my cats turned off the power strip that has my computer and monitors and everything plugged into it, and shut the whole thing down. For what I wish I could say was the first time in the past 24 hours. But I too am in the habit of saving frequently, so I only lost a few minutes of progress at least. Just realized this means I have to fix YouTube again because it's gonna have the wrong title. There we go. Okay. Sprite dot potion sprite render dot color equals prop dot potion color. I just spent an hour trying to fix a bug that didn't exist. Oh no. What happened? Okay. Particles dot start color equals prop dot prop potion color. There we go. Use main dot. Okay. Whatever you say. What do you mean, Unity? Start color is obsolete. Start color property is deprecated. Use main.startColor instead. Main? .startColor? It's apparently not okay. Oh, startColor.color, maybe? No. The flavor level of my dishes wasn't going up, so I was trying to figure out why. I looked at all the involved scripts and couldn't find anything wrong. There was a value of 0 on one of my crafting resources that I was inadvertently using every time I tested. No. Oh, those hurt so bad. Oh. Well, that's fucking stupid. Okay. So we can't just set it. We have to go var particle color equals ocean particles dot main dot start color dot color. And then we go particle color. Set that equal to prop ocean color. Of course, because why wouldn't you need to do it that way? Obviously. I love when it just forces me to create a local variable to represent something for no goddamn reason. I'm sure there's a reason, but it's not a good enough one. I think I may have still done that wrong. Yeah, no. I think I need to go there. Do that. Just make sure. No. So I just get the main, and then I call main.startColor. That should work. Okay. So now let's completely change the way that the ingredient manager works. What's this book? Not that. Ingredient list manager. Okay, so that's fine. But this can take in a list of props instead. And then ingredients container. And prop. Description. Icon. And then prop ID, which no longer exists. And then we don't even need to do this. We don't need current index. Ingredient doesn't need to exist at all. Right, so we send in the list of props. Sets it up with the props. And then this just takes in int index. And all we do is say ingredient containers at index dot image dot sprite equals check mark gradient containers index dot text dot color equals completed color. Okay. That should now be fine. So all of these are set up. We have that. Okay, so now Cauldron. I'm gonna do something that's a big no-no that I never do. I'm just gonna drag this in the editor because the scope is so low that it won't matter. If there was going to be any other levels or anything, then I would do this a bit more strategically, but I'm just not even going to worry about it. Okay. Ingredient list manager. Dots. What did I call this? Oh, right. I want to call this complete ingredient. Current index. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. should have done that before when I took a break, but yeah. See you in a sec. I've returned. Okay. So we do that, we complete the ingredient. Yeah, so that's all set up at this point. I'm not gonna bother testing it because by the time I do placeholders and everything, I may as well just start setting up the puzzles, which is gonna be doing here shortly. So, Right, so what's next on the agenda after this? The next step. Very beginning potion, grabbing, brewing, and turning into shadow. Yeah. So this will just test it anyway. Helped someone out earlier who couldn't figure out why the exploding effect from throwing potions hitting on the ground were always offset to the right. Forked his repo and noticed it was also 39 off. Checked all the objects' positions, all the animation positions. Always 39 pixels off. Interesting. His entire testing was set to position 39.0. No. Oh. Yes, I think we only reset up to the next, or the last decided. Yes, I'm gonna call this finished. We don't have the reset, obviously, but I think we need more pieces in place for that to even make sense. Actually, let's get into that a little bit. Let's make sure we're future-proofed up enough. So, on trigger enter. Oops. No, come back. There we go. Okay, so on trigger enter, we check, we get the prop component. If the prop component exists, meaning it is a prop, then we check if the prop equals the prop we're currently looking for. He also thought his explosion effects were being triggered by the character, even though the hitboxes were on separate layers, but only for certain potions, so the explosion would trigger once as soon as the potion was thrown, and once more when it hit the ground. Oh. That's not ideal. Right, so we check if the potions that had this problem had a circular hitbox that was the same radius as the height they were being thrown from, so they were touching the ground on spawn. You know, that happens to the best of us, though. I feel like I've done something very similar to that before. That's why I love breakpoints. Breakpoints are the best debugging tool. Okay. So we check if the prop equals the prop that we want right now. And if it does, then we change the color to the potion color to the color that prop is storing, and do the same thing to the particles. And then we contact the ingredients list manager, which is on the ingredients board thing. And then we destroy the props. So props only get destroyed if they are correct, which is good. So right here, so what I think we'll need ultimately is, yeah. So what I think we need is, I think we need a public called save state that is serializable. And do the same thing again, but for subtraction. I mean, I hope you at least caught it faster this time. That's all I can really say. And this just contains a public list of game objects. Well, no, that doesn't work. No, it does. Okay. Hmm. No, I don't want to do it this way. Let me just see how this works or looks. Okay. Private. Public. Game object. Prop. Public. To prop position. Public void calculate position. And then we just want to say, hopefully this will work. Create context menu. No, I think it has to be. Does it have to be in a mono behavior? Public void do something. Is that not a thing? Not asset menu. Crafting works. Hey, that's good. Thought it was create context menu. Or is it not? Am I dumb? Is there no create? Oh, it's just context menu. Yeah, I'm just dumb. That's fine. Yeah. Late position. And then position equals prop dot and then we're just going to create, as dumb as this feels, and I don't remember if this actually serializes properly. We're gonna make a private list of save states. Aye, sir. States equals and then we just want to say for each save state s in save states current index actually I'm way the fuck overthinking this. Okay, we have one list of save states. Then, for each save state in save states, if s dot prop is not equal null, hasn't been destroyed, then s dot prop dot transform dot position equals s dot prop position. There we go. It's actually that simple. Everything that we want to reset, we simply reset. We do need that, though. Okay, animator, anim. anim equals drop dots component animator. Just say s dot anim if s dot anim is not equal null s dot anim dot Is this just repeating endlessly? How long has that been happening? Whoops. No name is played. Default animation is played. Okay, so I can literally just do anim.play. Now it still expects a string. Object during a frame update. No name is applied in the default anim updates. So I can just do the layer. Okay. So that should work then. Okay. So in that case, this portion of things should be done. Which means I'm a little bit ahead of schedule, which is always nice. Ow. Which removed me again. I'm not on the browsing page. I think it's because the stream died. It's not a big deal. I've had a really good stream. I just, like... it just annoys me. Because if I'm not on the browse page for the category, then I have a 0% chance of new people discovering me, just by default. The category page is kind of the way one would find me, so... That's fine. Okay. So we need ingredients for the, like, tutorial potion. That's actually a requirement here. Right, and we need to set up the things we can set up so far. No. This is manager. And then each of these, an ingredient container. So is you. You. TextMesh Pro is you. Image is you. Smash Pros, you, image is you. Smash Pros, you, image is you. Smash Pros, you, image is you. Okay. I better commit my changes. Set up cauldron. Wasn't expecting anything to happen, just wanted to make sure nothing was completely broken. Cool. Okay, ingredients list. Guess it could have been on that just as easily, but does not really matter. That place. Put those there. Okay, created color or completed color will just be nice vibrant green. Somewhere around there seems good. Check mark will be check mark. Okay. Cauldron. That. Now we go there. Reticles is there. And then this is there. Okay. So then save states or save states, tutorial list, shadow list. Okay. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting shit done. Slowly but surely. Ugh. Hey, little one. Hey, you're a good girl. Okay. By you. So now my brain is not braining. Sorry, give me a moment. Right. So I just need some like random ingredients that we can just pick up at the beginning to kind of show what the mechanic is. So I guess we gotta hop into Aseprite and make a few random things. New 2x32 is fine. Okay. Don't mind me just Googling fantasy potion ingredients. do that. Okay, there's one. Oop. Maripon. Welcome to the Cult of Dev. I am your benefactor, the Dreadman himself. On this day you may ask of me one boon, with the understanding that I may ask something of equal value in the future. Do you accept these terms? It jump scared me too a little bit, not gonna lie. I was really focused. I appreciate your enthusiasm. The contract is sealed. What would you have from the Cult of Dev? Oh, well, yeah, that's a really easy one. Anyway. How's it going? Ameripon? What, I don't know. I don't know how you want me to pronounce that, but here's my game. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for joining the Cult of Dev. You are a member forever now, by the way. You volunteered to sign it in blood. Like, I didn't even ask you to do that, so now you can never leave. Congratulations. And thank you for the follow. My follow alerts are broken. I will fix them as soon as the game jam is over. I just don't want to, don't want to take the time for it while the jam is still going on. So, here's my game. You play as a little witch wizard, gender nondescript. I didn't know if I wanted a male or female protagonist, so I just made it as androgynous as possible. You are an alchemist. My interpretation is very literal. They them magic user. Exactly. And basically the premise is you brew a potion, it turns you into a shadow. As a shadow, you can only move in other shadows, so you have to traverse the shadows. And you can't interact with any objects, so you just have to shade things in an attempt to cause chain reactions that will brew the potion that will turn you back to human. That's it. That's pretty much the whole premise. As you can see, the level is set up, the movement is set up, and then we have this little board here. That's what I've been doing today. It's all of the framework is there for it to list the ingredients that you need. And then all of the framework is here for it to consume those ingredients. And then if you input the wrong ingredient, then it just resets, but you don't lose much progress. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Movement's a little jank when it comes to staying in the shadows. Like if you go to like an edge like this, it'll spaz out a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. The way the movement feels is actually growing on me. I think I might not change it at all. Yeah, this theme was a bit of a doozy. Yeah, I went for something very, very literal. I know he said the whole thing of like, it could mean shadow government, it could mean, alchemy can mean a lot of things, and yeah, that's great, but I didn't want to try to figure any of those things out, so I just did a very, very literal interpretation. So right now I'm just making ingredients for the initial potion. And I'm really tempted to just kind of yada yada my way through them because they won't matter after the first like 30 seconds of the game, but I want something to introduce the alchemy mechanics. So is the game loop done? Kind of. The skeleton is done. The puzzles aren't programmed, the actual puzzles aren't programmed yet, but all of the bones for how everything will work is, so we're close to getting through like the hardest part of the progress, but yeah, I hate that I even have to make ingredients for the first potion because they just don't really matter, but I need something to show the mechanics. So for now, we're just gonna BS our way through them. And then, frankly, the rest of the art, I think, looks fine if these ones that I kind of shit out end up being in the final, then I can live with that. If there's time, towards the end of the jam, during the polishing phase, I'll replace them. Or, at least make them a little bit better, but now... fuck it, basically. No. File... Icon. Yeah, a tutorial for how to play is quite important for making sure people enjoy and play the game correctly. Yeah, and the main thing is the alchemy, right? Because the game serves as its own tutorial, once the actual puzzle solving part comes through. Wilting this plant is how you get the first ingredient in. And you can do that by accident pretty easily. And you can't get anywhere else until you've done it. So in this tiny area of exploration that you have, you'll be able to quickly figure out that when you put your shadow on things, those things react to your shadow. That will then open up the rest of this, because the shelf will fall and the shadow will be able to get you there. And at that point, you'll understand the core mechanic of that portion of the game, but the first portion of the game, the tutorial, so to speak, is just to show you, like, yeah, you put ingredients in a specific order and that brews potions, which makes sense. So yeah. At this point, I just need 5... whoops. I just need 5 random ingredients. Random alchemy ingredients, and then we can go from there. Oop. Let's see. Okay. Uh... Putting the gameplay loop now, just about ready. Just add a few more bells and whistles. I mean, that's good. There's still time, so it's a good place to be. Seems good. My game mechanics almost done, then onto environment story and figuring out how to show to users some basic things. Makes sense. Respecting the scope allows you a little bit of time to add in all the extra juice. Yeah, that's very important. What do y'all think? Does this give ant vibes? Does this look like an ant to you? I'm being incredibly dumb because my background is red and I just made a red asset, but one thing at a time. Too fat? Yeah, you're probably right. But it's supposed to be the big part. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, there's only so much you can do with 4 pixels. Right, because if we do that, then the head is basically the same size. But I mean, if it looks good, that's all that matters. Can I give this a black outline and have it look any kind of good? Probably not. Alternatively, do I just not make it red in the first place? That might be the play. What if we have a blue ant? Flip a coin? Yeah, I'm making a blue. This bitch is not gonna show up at all on my red brick background. There. Does that look remotely passable? Y'all think? And vibes? Cool. That's another one done. Right, I need to center this bitch. Seems good. Nope. Selection. Nope. As ants. Icon. Okay, so that's 3. I only need 2 more. Alright, so now... Let's see. Does that look anything like a tooth? I cannot stress enough that I am not an artist. Every piece of art that I make runs on the hopes and prayers of lost children. Close enough? Alright. Still, it needs to be. Okay. Export. Tooth. Icon. Selection. Okay. One more thing. Need one more alchemy ingredient of some variety. Literally looking at just like a fantasy image of a bunch of alchemy ingredients trying to get some sort of inspiration. I mean, I could do like a basic bitch mushroom relief or something, or yeah, I'll just do some berries. Here. And we'll just call this... Hang on. Yeah, we're gonna call this a sprig of MacGuffin. No, we'll call it a bunch of MacGuffin berries. That's what this is gonna be. Okay. Hey, thanks for the gifted sub, Gerald. Is it Gerald or Gerald? Gerald, am I saying it right with Gerald? That's what I've been calling you. Oh, and thank you for the sub and the gifted sub. That's really, really cool of you, dude. Super generous. Thank you. Maripon, congratulations on getting the gifted sub. Sufchi, okay, yeah. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't saying it wrong. Thank you, man. That's really cool of you. Really appreciate that. Okay. Been enjoying the stream? Well, that's good. That's why I'm here, so that's always the hope. I'm hoping the momentum I'm having during the jam is gonna be enough, or is going to keep up after the jam, because I would love to be able to stream more often, spend more of my time on it. And I've been gaining like 3 to 4 followers per stream, which is a really good rate, especially for how small I am. So those in, and the icons. To UI. Okay. There do. Point none. Doesn't matter, but I still do it out of habit. Excuse me. Ice, thank you for the 50 bits, and Gerald, thank you for the other 50 bits. I feel bad. My like, I have alerts for all of this stuff. I have like the art and everything, but I haven't. For one, I don't want to set it all up until after the jam because it's going to take time. And then the other thing is I haven't actually paid my artist for them yet, which he's totally cool with. Like he said, I could wait a few days to pay him, but I don't want to use them before I've paid for them. Like that's feels like an asshole move. So I'm holding off on all of that, but yeah, after the jam, there's gonna be a lot of shit that I'm gonna be working on with the stream specifically. I'm gonna be setting up stream avatars, alerts. There's a lot I want to do with stream avatars. With like, I'll probably be doing some streams, programming custom events and stream avatars and stuff because I want to turn that into almost its own game. Not even almost, like I basically want to turn stream avatars into an RPG. That's basically my plan with it. Definitely move, yeah. What's funny is like he's such a chill dude. I don't even think he would care, but I would care. Because he's my artist for my games too. He's been my artist for over a year, so we have a good rapport and everything. But I still don't. I don't believe in using things I haven't paid for yet. Let's see. That there. This on it. There. But I really do appreciate the subs and bits, you guys. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream so much. Definitely do plan on streaming consistently again, because I was for a while, and then I stopped for a while. That there. Yeah, that shouldn't affect anything as far as this goes. Yeah, we don't want to put them too close together. But I want to try to put as many of them as I can in the shade, so that them not having shadows doesn't look weird. Because why make the art make sense when you can just take shortcuts. There's your motivational speech of the day. Ant is obviously massive. Shrink him down a bit. And yes, him sitting in the upright position doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I think it's kind of funny, so I'm gonna leave it. And then... Sit here. There, that's fine. Still have 5 bits. Not much else I can do with them, so have them. I mean, I'll take them. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate it. You've been awesome. All right. Next question. Can we reach all of these? Yes, easily. Okay, let's added. Crazy enough, this random shit I just threw together doesn't look half bad. It fits with the overall theme pretty fine. That seems to be my reaction to every step of this jam, has just been like surprise at the fact that it actually turned out pretty decent. Because I'm doing a lot of things that I know I'm bad at. But it's so far just been working out for me. We need to actually... Probably a good thing. It lets you know that you have more skills than you thought, at least. Yeah, it's just like I've done 6 other game jams. So I thought I had a pretty good understanding of what my skill level was. Like, obviously I've learned new things. You hope you get better over time, but yeah. This one just I've kind of just gone into that flow state where I just keep winging it and it just keeps working, and I'm just not gonna question however long that wants to continue, you know? Uh, I guess that's still a problem, isn't it? So what I should probably do... delete this, and then just move the camera up a little bit. I wanted to work on any aspect ratio, but since most people are going to be 9:16, it's... I want to make sure that it can definitely handle that. Okay, right. So this all still works. Cool. Okay. So now... let's hop back into the code. Once again, I would like to reiterate that no one should ever attempt to imitate anything that is in this fucking script, because it is absolute spaghetti. And if this were for anything but a jam, I would be ashamed of it, but... when you have 2 weeks, and you know the exact scope that the final project will be, saving a little bit of time on doing things, by doing things a little bit incorrectly, is worth it in the end, because it's not going to come back to bite you later, because there's not going to be enough of a later. Right, so at this point, we're going to... we're just gonna do the thing that, again, I never do. And we're just gonna have a drag and drop reference to the player right here. And then when we switch to shadow list, we're also just gonna say player dot become shadow. There we go. Damn, got 9 viewers right now. Hello and welcome to everyone who's just tuning in. Appreciate y'all for lurking around. Okay, so now... Go to UI, anti-icon, my icon. These are all implemented properly. They're UI, so pixels per unit doesn't actually matter. But compression definitely does. Hey, Ice, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Though I'm pretty sure you're my only remaining Patreon, so I think you give me enough of your money. But, well, it's Prime sub. It's free, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter. It comes free with Prime. You're not giving me money. You're just giving me a thing that you would otherwise be giving to someone else. It's the day of giving back to the streamer. Yeah, seriously. No, but I appreciate you guys a lot. I forgot it even existed, honestly. And I think you still get a small amount of payout from it. Oh yeah, no. Twitch Prime sub is just a tier 1 sub. I quite literally use my own Prime sub from my alt account on myself to make back a little bit of money on my Prime subscription. That's that's what I use mine for. But yeah, it's just treated as any other tier 1 sub. So yeah, it's love getting those because it means you're not actually spending any of your money, but I still get a little bit of support from it, so. Hey, Ramira, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, no, my way of orders enough that the free shipping has saved me the Prime money. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's that, obviously, but okay. Right, so I need to make these all props, first of all. Scripts, props. You are a prop. Pink Vial is a prop. Youth is a prop. Ant, prop. Berries. Prop. Okay. All right. Now since we're showing an image, I can get silly or creative or whatever I want with these names. Just call this Rare Eyeball. The prop icon will be icon. The color, I'll have this turn it blue. I might. Ink vial. Literally just going to call it a vial of pink. Vial icon. And it would be a little weird if it turned into anything but pink. Oddly large tooth. Tooth icon. Guess the logical thing would be for this to turn it white. Doesn't have to make that much sense, but might as well. Should I make a Thor reference with the ants? Or with the ant? Is that too on the nose? Or not on the nose, but like, is that... I never know if referencing him in his game jam is like better or worse. Do it? Okay. What, should I literally just call it like Thor's favorite bug or something? Or is that too direct? Should I call it like... just make some reference to entomology or something? Pirates Blink. Yeah, I could do that. Thor's bug. Yeah, I'll just call it a pirate's favorite bug. Or a pirate's favorite insect. So like... man's stream avatars used to be ants. I don't feel like I can put an ant in the game and not make some kind of joke about it. I'll have this turn it like... I'll have the ant turn it red. Even though it's kind of grim. I don't want it to make it turn it blue because the eye already turns it blue. I guess I can make the eye turn it red. I don't know if that's more or less grim. And then the ant turn it blue. What do you think? Should I imply blood from the ant or the eye? From the eye? Okay. Eye of blood. And then you'll become blue. Okay, not sphere. Circle collider. B. BRB, wife wants to show me a game. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sure I'll see you again, but like, for now. Okay. We'll make that a trigger. Oh, right, and we need to go to the cauldron. Yes, you have a collider there, so we'll just put the trigger. Up here. I do plan on rigging the physics so that you don't accidentally not end up with things where you need them when you don't really have any control over it. But I still want it to be physics-based just because that looks more fun, looks cooler. Alright, so we have that. Make file. Capsule collider. Trigger. Tooth. Beck wanted to show me a Pokemon / Harvest Moon / Slime Rancher game. That's a lot of slashes, my guy. How many things can it be? Okay. And oddly, it looks like a good combo. Well, I mean, good on the developers. No judgment, certainly. That just is a lot of things. Okay. And then this. We can do that. Yeah, standard box collider should be fine for this. Trigger, okay. Box collider probably be easiest for that considering the shape. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, I didn't set this up fully. Yeah, I'm gonna say that makes it some kind of purple. Sprite. Make sure I did the other ones correctly. Okay, I need to think of a joke for this. So a MacGuffin, for those of you that don't know, is a plot device in a movie that could be replaced with any other object and it would not affect the plot of the movie. So, for example, a very famous one is in Pulp Fiction, the briefcase is a MacGuffin. We don't know what's inside of it. We don't need to know what's inside of it. It could be literally anything, but all that drives the plot forward is that it's important to one of the characters. So I made MacGuffin berries as a joke of that, like, this could be literally anything, but it's this thing. So the description needs to, I wanted the description to be some sort of joke about that. We'll just call it unsubstitutable. Substitutable berries. That'll be the joke. The berries no one sees but everyone wants. Yeah. I'll just call them unsubstitutable berries, if that's even a word. I'll call them that even if it's not a word, actually. Okay. So now we gotta go to basic movement. And we need to have an on trigger 2D if the shadow turn, otherwise prop equals collision dot get component prop if prop not equal null, then prop dot transform dot position equals transform dot position plus vector2 dot up. And then prop dot transform dot parent equals and that should be all we actually need for this to start working, or you know, at least. Yeah, so we can pick it up. Then we can put it in there. Okay. But we still need the ingredients list. I also think that they're too high up, so what we need to do is let's take all of these and let's put them all on the player layer, and we'll put them, in fact, on player 1. Oh no, because then they're not shaded. Scratch that. So otherwise, it sits behind us, and we don't really want that. Can it make me want to open RPG Maker and build a game there now? Do it! Why not? Well, I guess. Yeah. Public. Right. Maybe after work Sunday when I have 4 days to dedicate to it. Yeah. I mean, the best way to start is to just start. Wait till you have a chunk of time and just send it. Okay, let's just see. Will this prop? You watch Pirate? Everyone watches Pirate Software. People who have never heard of game development watch Pirate Software. Dude is huge. Put this way. Let's fetch 2 dot up. Nice. Seems like a difficult thing to not know something about when watching Thor. I mean, they know about it now. It's just mean they didn't when they started watching him because he became so big in so many different areas. I never knew what he did. My bro watches him. So when his shorts came across my YouTube feed, I thought he was a game streamer as he played games. Yeah, exactly. Like, my old roommate started playing Helldivers 2, and I had talked about Thor before, as just like a game development stream. I talked to him about it, and then he started playing Helldivers 2, and he started talking about this new streamer that he found that plays a lot of Helldivers 2, and I'm like, is it Thor? And it was in fact. He was like, yeah, it's Pirate Software. I'm like, that's the guy I've been talking about. Because the way he was talking about the streams, I was like, that really sounds like him. Okay. That works. Right, but then we can't. Come on. Okay, so now we need a private prop, current prop. Actually got into watching Thor from YouTube Shorts when he was talking about catching cheaters when working at Blizzard. Yeah. I mean, I discovered him through Shorts too. He got massive in a fucking hurry. Like, I say that he's been streaming for 7 years, but he just suddenly blew up to an insane degree, which is awesome. I mean, he's icon for like indie game development and has brought a lot more awareness to it and done amazing things for the industry. But it's insane just like how quickly that all happened. If prop is not equal null, excited about off-brand games? I don't know. I don't know much. Or sorry, lost my train of thought. But yeah, indie games are just better in general. Like not even just as like, oh, they're more creative, you get to, you know, this, that, or the other thing. Like most of them are just objectively better than AAA games because indie game developers are forced to care about the games they're making to a larger degree than not the developers of AAA. Basically publisher by Thor and Ludwig, made for indie devs. Oh yeah. Yeah, I knew he was planning on doing something like that. I mean, hell, in all likelihood, I will end up hitting them up. Because my game I'm working on, Let Me Adam, has a ton of potential and appeal, and I was just going to self-publish it because publishers aren't worth it. But if it's, you know, that type of publisher, then run by people who I'm familiar with their morals and values and, you know, trust to let me keep creative freedom. For me, it is indie devs making games that the gamers want since they are gamers. Yeah, there's that, but there's also just like they're less samey. There's actual like innovation and unique mechanics. They're in direct contact with the people making the decisions are also the people talking to the audience, so they actually get a direct line to what people want. There's just so many benefits to indie. And the developers, the development team of AAA games can and often do care very, very deeply about the game, but they're not the ones making the decisions. And the people making the decisions are the higher-ups, corporate execs, what have you, that don't actually care about the game at all. They care about the bottom line. And then on top of that, when you have a public business, you have shareholders, and those shareholders have board meetings where they tell you what to do, and if you don't listen to them and they lose money, they can sue you. So even the people who control your studio don't have control over your studio. And anytime you have that much process for a creative endeavor, it stops being creative. It doesn't work anymore. Current prop dot transform dot parent null. Current prop dot transform in prop position. And then we say prop equals. There's a game that was close to release, Project Dragon. You could look it up on X/Twitter. People got permission to share their work, and it's all awesome stuff. If you like some crafting stuff, oh, that's pretty cool. not really my genre, but pick that up. Oh, spray render. There's a question for you. What are your preferred genres of games? Well, I like horror games. I love platformers. I love puzzle games. I really enjoy shooters and roguelikes, souls-likes. Yeah, I think that's for the most part. Oh, right, because every time it goes there, it... Oh, and then we're putting it back. Okay. So for one, we need to do that. We need to go sprite render, sorting layer name, default. Drop sprite render sorting order 0 equals no 0. 0 is correct. Okay. So I have that. What am I gonna do to stop it from triggering on trigger enter again? Okay, I'm gonna do something dumb. And I don't know if it's gonna work. But I want to... private... Nice week. Yes, I love you too. Hello? Yep. You're not getting enough attention again. This is once again a cat stream. It's a cat. It has decided you will give it attention. You have no say in this. That is, in fact, the law of cat. So now there's a second cat who has also decided that he now has my attention. And the delicate balance of cat hierarchy is about to be upset. Because I know I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, but they regularly argue over who's at the top. I have been released. Hi, sir. Will you at least move off my mouse, please? Thank you. Okay. Private list. Audio listener. List of... I have 3 of the furry family members. I understand the feeling. I have 2, and this one, who has now claimed my arm, okay, is significantly younger and significantly more needy. Now, to say, on trigger, exit 2D. Still do that. But we're also, sir. That's my leg. Your claws are sharp. Please be careful. Underscore picked up props. Dot add. Props. Move. This shit. And then we do if got props contains prop. Sure. I have no idea if this will work. Let's find out together. Good boy. I want to talk about it. Okay. No, that does not help. Didn't really think it would, but I dared to hope. Okay, so we're just gonna do this instead. In update, we'll just have if not shadow, then so we just want a private float pickup timer and this equals time dot time. Care about this. Instead, we just want to say if pickup timer Amber, you're fine. Nefan. Hello, and welcome to the Cult of Dev. I, too, just so happen to be a FNAF fan. And I am your benefactor, the Dreadman himself. You may ask of me, on this day, one boon, with the understanding that I may ask something of equal value from you in the future. Do you accept these terms? A boon just means like a wish. Or favor. It's just a fancy cryptic way of saying favor, basically. But if you want your boon to be a baboon, you can do that. First of all, the contract is sealed. I take it that as you accepting my terms. Second of all, yes, someone as powerful as I can very easily just rewrite history, change time. Very simple thing for me to do. If I just summon my power here, it will be trivial, really, for someone of my ability. You couldn't even be. Are they gone? Guys, I don't actually know how to rewind time.
No, not the satanic 8-bit with them. Anything but the satanic 8-bit.
The satanic 8 bits has to be one of the worst combinations to hear. way you can change the past. I would have wished we're not eating Chipotle earlier, I know. No, actually, technically, I could technically delete the messages. Anyway, FNAF fan, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for the follow, by the way. My follow alerts are broken, but still appreciate it. Only one follower away from my goal of 90. Well, like I was never even here. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I could delete you asking what a boon was. It's not an uncommon question, though. Like, it's not necessarily a word that everyone knows. Like, unless you read fantasy books, you wouldn't encounter it in your day-to-day life very much. Turn. I mean, at that point, I think I'd say that when it flips, we also make pickup timer equal to 0.1 or even 0.01. And this actually should work. So what are you working on for the game jam? I am making a game where you are an alchemist that accidentally turns themselves into a shadow. Nope, that's still broken. And then they have to try to turn themselves back. That's pretty much it. So if picked up timer is greater than 0. Plus 0.01 F. Let's try 0.1 then? Like, that should actually stop it from entering again, so I'm a little confused by that. Okay, well that's fine. I guess it was just too quick. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we can pick these items up. I'm gonna have them be a little bit higher because... What do you do as a shadow? Fair question. So when you are a shadow, you can only move through other shadows. I cannot leave the confines of any existing shadow. The reason why I can move from shadow to shadow is that my head is touching one shadow while my foot is touching the other, and so I can move into the new one, right? All you can do in this state is shade things. So the puzzle mechanics revolve entirely around shading things to cause chain reactions, to then drop ingredients into the cauldron to turn yourself back. That's pretty much the entire premise. Okay, so now let's grab the cauldron. And let's populate the tutorial list. I think about what order. Not that it matters a whole lot, but let's just say I first. And pink file. Then we'll say ant after that, then tooth, then MacGuffin berries. Oop. Dax! How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in forever. How's our dread benefactor doing? Glad you got settled enough to be streaming this jam. Yeah, been streaming pretty regularly again. I was hoping I'd see you again. I didn't see you show up at the first few streams. I was worried that I'd lost your interest. No, yeah, it's going all right. Life's been hectic, but not terrible. Why'd you stop streaming? I moved to another state, and 250-mile move took some time and focus. Not as busy. Helping sister-in-law move across the country has been eating more time than I'd like. Yeah, similar boat as I was in when I wasn't streaming. Okay, why is the cauldron not doing the thing? Prop list equals shadow lists. Right, I didn't actually do anything with this. Ingredient list manager, complete ingredient, set ingredient list. Yeah. Okay, so on Wake, ingredient list manager dot set ingredient list. Do we actually set current prop list? No, so there's two problems there. Set ingredient list, right, so current prop list equals tutorial list, set ingredient list, current prop list. Awesome. Okay, so this is working. Let's put the eyeball in. The eyeball was not destroyed. And is the complete color not set? Okay, but we're making progress. Oh. None of these have alphas? Damn it. Dukes. Ant. Guffin berries. Okay, put in the eyeball. That works at least. Said you like FNAF? What other games do you like? I like a lot of games. Risk of Rain, Ultra Kill, Binding of Isaac. Those are some main ones that I play a lot. I play a lot of random horror games on itch.io. Yeah, a lot of indie games. I like indie games. But have you tried RoboQuest? I have been meaning to try RoboQuest for so long. It's been recommended to me. And it seems like something I would like. Definitely seems like something I would like. Because it's like... It's kind of like Borderlands, but roguelite, right? That's kind of the whole thing with it. Okay, why is the cauldron not... Oh. Very prop dot game. There are a couple games I've been following the development of that I'm really excited for. Like what? There we go. That goes in. Bug goes in. Tooth goes in. Berries go in. Yeah, and that's fine. Okay. Do we actually drag the player in? Like why? The one thing we don't have is it resetting if you put in the wrong thing. Right, if I do this, then everything breaks. But it mostly works. So that's huge. Grabbing brewing and turning into shadow. Okay, so that all works. This is finished technically. Terrible Lizards is one, Don't Fret is another. Oh, still a lot of Nerdcore, and they're both made by Nerdcore artists. Yeah, I worked on Don't Fret for a little while, actually. I'm not part of the dev team anymore, unfortunately. But, how much can I talk about that? Hang on. I never actually checked my NDA. Let me see. I need to make sure that I can actually even talk about this. Hang on. It's not good, no. Is this where the document is? Service. Just reading my contract. Yay. Sure this is all fine. Yeah, so confidential prayer includes business plans, strategies, customer. Okay. So I have to be careful how I talk about this, but I can talk about it a little bit. Because the finances and our business contract are included in the NDA. So I can't talk about what I was doing or what he was paying me. But Rocket Music, the lead for that, let me see. Even when we're bad, he'd still have to be super careful about talking about stuff when there's an NDA. I mean, yeah. I have like 4 of those on me at the moment. Yeah, NDAs suck. Lots of companies make employees sign something saying they won't talk about stuff being worked on or company information. Yeah, so I can't even talk about like my compensation or anything like that. What I will say is that I was let go from the project for reasons that I do not personally agree with. I was... there were some issues between Rocket Music and I that I take full responsibility for. They had to do with my dependability and my communication, and those were in the gutter for a few weeks. With the move and everything, I didn't communicate properly. I wasn't back when I said I would be back. Not fully. I was working, but I wasn't doing as much as I was supposed to be doing or was doing before. That, you know, he and I talked, we worked that out, it was fine, but I had some technical difficulties that delayed me further, and at that point, rather than give me time to finish, you know, working those out, he decided to just let me go from the project, and I think it was a decision that he had made already before then. I have no ill will towards him or towards Don't Fret. I hope the game goes well, but I have no desire to work with him or his studio ever again. He was very underhanded in the way that he phrased his termination. He terminated me through a Discord message as opposed to a phone call or email. It was all very unprofessional. Granted, Discord was how we had been communicating, but it all felt very unprofessional, and the way he worded it was at a certain point unkind. And he made several comments about the contributions that I'd made to the project, implying that there had been none, and implying that I had been incompetent and that I had lied about my abilities, none of which is true. May have been true from his perception. The majority of my interactions with him were great. I found him to be a very pleasant and cool guy. I don't know what was going on and what inspired him to speak to me about it in that way or behave in that way, but I choose not to let it impact my opinion of him as a whole, because I did find him to be a pleasant person in general, and I don't know him that well on a personal level. I was told that I was being removed through a Discord message. I was immediately had my access removed from the project. I asked for a phone call to at least talk about it verbally before, before this decision was just made. I was told that I would get one, and it never happened. I never heard from anyone associated with the project again. So it ended on very unfortunate terms. I was very excited and happy to be a part of that project. I wish I could have seen it through for longer. I do understand to a certain degree why I was let go, because the timing of my life and everything was not good. But one of my good friends is still working on Don't Fret. Like, it's fine. Like I said, all but the one of my interactions with him were great. And so I don't want to judge him as a person based off of just this one thing. Who knows what was going on with that, but we did not leave off on the best of terms. I have no desire to work with him or any of his associates again, and that's basically where it is. But it is very unfortunate. Yeah, and there's not much more I can say. There are other details that I think would at the minimum be writing the line of NDA violation, and that's obviously not worth it to talk to my Twitch chat. But yeah, I don't think I don't think that phrasing of a termination letter is something that would fall under confidential. It's not in anything that's listed as included as in confidential. So I will just say that I read as a part of the words included, and I quote, no hard feelings, but this has been a waste of a lot of hard-earned money for nothing. Which, even if you feel that way, is, in my opinion, a very unkind and unprofessional way to regard someone you've been working with. And he's very successful. He's must be able to be very professional in his life. Again, I know nothing about him as a person or of most of his career, but including that phrase or that particular statement was entirely unnecessary and frankly unkind for no justifiable reason when you're dealing with a professional relation. So yeah, that part of things left a bad taste in my mouth, because even if you feel that you have wasted money on someone, you don't have to say that to them while you're letting them go. It's just a very unnecessary jab to throw in there. And then to not give me a phone call, like when he said we could talk, and then just never respond to me again. It's, yeah. But it is what it is, Again, I'm not for drama. I don't have any ill will towards him, because that's energy out of my life that I don't want to spend. So, I wish him the best. I think Don't Fret's going to be a really awesome game. I think it's going to be really successful. Wish I could have been more of a part of it, but on the other hand, there are definitely things about the way that studio ran that I really can't talk about without violating my NDA, that there was nothing inherently wrong with, but hey, Sound Effects guy. Yeah, Yeah, no, that someone asked, and I disclosed what I can disclose without violating my NDA. But yeah, like I said, I have no ill will towards him. I think it's weird and disappointing that the interaction had to go the way that it went and that it ended that way. There were reasons why I didn't necessarily want to stay on that programming team for the remainder of development anyway. But I definitely would have seen it through for a whole lot longer if that had been allowed to happen. But yeah. Again, no ill will towards Rocket Music, no ill will towards anyone on that dev team. I really do hope that Don't Fret is super successful. I just wish things could have gone a little bit differently. The sound effects guy is my friend who I said who's still on the dev team. He does the audio engineering systems with Metasounds. Oh shit, getting raided. Oh no. If I get spammed, then this is gonna get really weird. Hang on. Is it not? Man, this is weird timing. Okay. Scary Pastry, thank you so much for the raid. 34. That's awesome, dude. Really appreciate it. Geez, these NDA things must be super serious. Yeah, no, you don't mess with them. Awesome, man. How's your jam entry going? What's your concept? What's your gimmick? How are you doing the theme? Working on combat stuff, learning 3D. Nice, that's really cool. Join the cult, we have boons. Yeah, normally raids are a little different, but I got spammed less than I normally do, so I didn't get transformed there and back 100 times. So yeah, on that note, Scary Pastry, welcome to the Cult of Dev. I am the benefactor, or your benefactor, the Dreadman himself. On this day, you may ask of me one boon with the understanding that I may ask something of equal value in the future. Do you accept these terms? The contract is sealed. What would you have from the Cult of Dev? I could just, yeah, I suppose I have the ability to conjure a happy mill with my immense, immeasurable power that you could not even begin. Are they gone? I want them to know that I can't conjure a happy meal. I haven't gotten to that part of the book yet. but regardless, Happy Meal or no Happy Meal, Scary Pastry, you have accepted the terms, and that does mean that you are now a member of the cult and you cannot leave. God damn it, Gerald. Hey! Scary Pastry, thank you for the follow. You just hit my goal of 90 followers. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Remind me of Faith. Yeah. That was part of the inspiration, but no, yeah, it's a channel points reward you can redeem. Bad Trip does not currently work. Don't redeem that one. I'll fix it after the jam is done. But 8-bit costs 100 points. Remember, Carrie loves you. I better turn the light on. Anyway, also, sound effects guy, thanks for dropping in. I'm sorry for the timing that was the topic you came into, but it's good to see you. I appreciate you being a part of the stream. No, yeah, and I appreciate that, like, just saying. They should probably be made more expensive. I have 3k points and using it barely dents my score. Nah. This poof is 500. That's the expensive one. And I'm gonna have a ton more. You know, I really don't know what I expected to happen when I mentioned it. But yeah. Boof is 500. The other ones, I plan on making way more, but my entire intention is basically to up the price when it becomes too chaotic. Like every time they're getting redeemed so often that it's interferes with the stream is when I'll raise the price. But I do plan on having like 10 or 20 or so different rewards that are all like visual and audio effects.
This is on a promise. You can only proof
So much. I also don't know if you can understand me at all when 8-bit is on, but yeah, you can only poof so much. Might be a bit. We can, yeah. That's that checks out. Scary Pastry, my game is a game where, wait, did I ever actually respond to what you said? Hang on. I think I was so focused on the bit that I didn't actually answer your message. We're doing combining graves to... Yeah, like that. Yeah, price change. No, it's still funny. When it stops being funny is when the price change will happen. Right now, we're all having a good time. We're doing combining graves to create combat/narrative events, and then the combat is in the Shadow Realm of the Dead, where you either talk or do combat. That's really cool. Like that. It's fine, I got 8k points. Oh no. If anything, yeah, I'll either change the price or increase the timer, but yeah, but my game, you play as this little gender nondescript wizard witch person, and oop, that's not supposed to happen.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out.
But you... I took Shadows in Alchemy very literally. So you are an alchemist. You brew potions. But the first potion you decide to brew today turns you into a shadow. And, oh no, how long was I talking without the, how long was I talking with 8-bit? I didn't even notice. And FNAF, I already told you the bad trip does not do anything. Yeah, so once you're a shadow, you can only move inside of other shadows. So once I try to leave this shadow, I get stuck, right? But if I touch another shadow with my head, now I can move into that shadow. As long as I'm touching 2 shadows at any given time, I can move into the next shadow. Gosutravi? Maybe. Don't know if that's how you pronounce your username. Welcome to the Cult of Dev. I am your benefactor, the Dreadman himself. On this day, you may ask of me one boon, with the understanding that I may ask something of equal value in the future. Do you accept these terms? I will not give you the satisfaction, FNAF. I am the one who's in control here. Consider me benefacted? The contract is sealed. What would you have from the Cult of Dev? Also, thank you for following. The alerts are broken. Well, he mulls it over. Or they. Not to assume gender. Fluxolo, how's it going? Good to see you. Jam is going good. I am making some pretty good progress so far. Also, Gasutrev, tell me how to pronounce your username. Thank you for the compliment on the art and everything. Really do appreciate it, and appreciate the follow very much, my dude. Going from just thanks for asking. Nice. What potion does the pizza make? It makes the final potion. Right, so I was explaining this. Right, so once you're here, you can only move through shadows, and the only mechanic, you are a shadow. You can't touch things. You can't manipulate objects. You're just vibing as a shadow. But if you shade things, those things might react to the sudden lack of light. So for example, and this isn't implemented yet, but if you shade this plant, it'll wilt. It's currently shading this bottle. When this bottle's no longer shaded, it'll fucking explode because it gets hot, and that will knock the goop in. So the pizza has to get lit on fire, and then the ash falls in, and that's the final ingredient of the humanation potion. What inspired your idea for this game? Unique idea. The prompt. Cool how the interaction between objects happens too. Yeah, the prompt was shadows and alchemy, and I was just like, what if you're an alchemist who turned themselves into a shadow? That's pretty much the whole story behind it. It's not anything that groundbreaking, but yeah, I just took a very literal approach to the prompt, basically. Oop. Those aren't marked correctly. Okay. Right, so we need to do the first ship. Oh, we need to mess with the saving too. So we need to see. Will this work? If I put the eye in here. Is there any way? Don't think so. Yeah, so the context menu does not actually exist here. The animator does not exist, so it will be called, I won't lie, I was a bit sad when I saw the literal potions at first, but you did a really awesome twist, and I'm sorry for telling you. No, it's fine. I didn't want to do something so literal at first, but I thought that the prompt was really fun when you took it literally, so I just wanted to find a creative way to interpret it that was still actual shadows and actual alchemy, because I think that's a cool combo. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. I will try. Nope. Amber. No, don't do that, please. Sound effects guy, gonna head back out. Got some work to do before bed. Just saw you were streaming, wanted to jump in and say hi. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to see you. Okay. The amount of shadow organizations is going to be outrageous. Anything Thor suggests is instantly going to be riffed on like crazy. Yeah, that's true. In a weird way, mine might stand out because it's literal, and I think a lot of people will not want to take the literal approach, right? Just like all the literal jam games that were made for the last one, yeah. That is true. But yeah, I think just from the fact that Thor said you don't have to take it literally, most people are not going to take it literally, or a lot of people aren't. So maybe mine will actually stand out more because of that, but regardless. Right, what was I doing? It's in Cauldron, right. public void calculate conditions. We give this the context menu. Calculate conditions. And then we say for each save state in save states. S dot proposition equals S dot prop transform dot It was so cool, and one day I got to talk to two people who are/have worked on a game. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, that is the beauty of being in the software and game development category on Twitch. You meet some really interesting people who have worked on a lot of different things. For mine, I took alchemy literally and shadows more figuratively. That's cool though. Excel Games, were you in the Wild Jam 70? Your name is familiar. Nope, been around the category a fair amount though here on Twitch. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. I think someone with a similar name might have been there. Yeah, I'm surprised how the community has been. It's a great community. No, I love it here. And man, streaming during the jam is fantastic. I'm hoping I carry some of this momentum, because I've been gaining like 3 to 5 followers per stream, which for a streamer my size is pretty insane. No, yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's put these all in. Sync file. Tooth. And Guffinberries. Yeah, I remember the early days. 100 to 200 felt like an eternity, and then I was randomly at 400 and like how, and then slowed down for a bit. It's interesting how it comes and goes. Yeah, it makes sense. You know, there's a definite threshold you hit though where it suddenly just becomes steady, and that's, you know, where I hope to get to if I keep up with the daily streams for long enough. Okay, so now we do all this. Then if I put this in, it screws up. Okay, so some stuff's still wrong. Still wish I could be nosy and be like, psst, how did you find me at 5 a.m.? I straight up ask people sometimes. Okay, prop. If prop is all of that, then do that. So it should. Huh. If prop does not equal null, and then we don't do anything outside of that, right? Consistent effort is key. I'm taking my first week off and I'm struggling so hard not to feel wildly guilty, especially since during the big jam, it's always people that you will never see in chat. Yeah, it's fair. But the more consistent I am, the more people we see come in that we get to help. Yeah, definitely. What time zone are you in? I am in, I'm on Pacific time zone. It is 8:54 p.m. for me. It's going to be right coming back on Monday, that's for sure, but doing some recordings to keep from getting too rusty. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I hated the, having to take a couple months off was so rough. So rough, but I'm happy to be back into doing it consistent. I found that when I stream, you know, 4 to 7 hours a day, like if I put that much time into it, which I was doing for a while and I'm trying to do again, I grow pretty quick. Like the growth does come quickly. I've been back for a week, and when I first got back, I was at 71 followers, and now I'm at 91. So like it definitely is. 20 followers in a week's pretty good. Especially for being sub 100. Right, so current index should be 0. Yeah, so what's actually happening here? I'm a little confused by that. Well, this didn't do anything, I guess, first of all. Let's do that. And that might help a little bit. Oh, I didn't set it dirty. To do that in the... Okay, so we do that. And it randomly just decides 2 of them succeed, which doesn't make any sense. Okay. So let's figure all of this out. Funny enough, you may get some slightly better growth after the jam if you keep it up. Yeah, I mean, the jam's been attracting a lot of people, but I'm hoping if I just keep going after it, that I'll be able to maintain some of that momentum. Are you working in a studio as well? How's that going? If so, I own my own studio. Yeah, Studio Dread LLC. I'm working on 2 games right now. And then I also work for Northwood Studios as their audio lead. And they're the developers behind SCP Secret Laboratory. When I was rating out pre-jam, there were like 10 people in the category. I had to for a bit to find another Pirate Jam person that I wanted to rate. Yeah, that's fair. But it's also one of those things where everyone who's streaming the Pirate Jam stuff is also stopping in everyone else's streams, so I feel like I've gotten more traffic just from that. I'm a toaster, I am a toaster. I don't understand. Why are you a toaster? Oh, I'm fucking dumb. That's why. So that's SCP. That's official released. Oh. Oh, it's from Secret Lab. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. No one on the dev team plays the game. I'm gonna be real with you. Secret Files. Yeah, there you go. No, Secret Lab is the online one. Ah. Okay, well that's still a problem. Seen videos of it? Yeah, it's this here. It's this one. And it's a popular game. Almost 200,000 reviews.